here's Ed Bernstein.
Well, our show today is all about music, and not only that, it's about Italians making music, right? A little bit later in the show, Laura Trent will be here, a very famous international Italian singer who's now moved to Las Vegas. And we all know this man, Frank Scinta.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, now you are a staple in Las Vegas. I mean,
Well, we've been here a long time, 16 years.
but 16 years continuously performing with your family, essentially.
Yeah, my brother Joe, you know Chrissy was in the show, who you loved. She was always your favorite. Chrissy was in the show forever.
She was everybody's favorite.
Of
Frank.
course.
I didn't want to break it to you now, but
even my dad's.
Yeah.
And 5 years ago, because of her vocal cords, you know, Chrissy had to step down. But God knows, you never know. She might step back in one day, and then I'll have two beautiful singers in the show.
Yeah. So, explain, the concept of your show.
It's music, comedy, impressions, a little bit of breaking the oranges of the audience, a little Don Rickles. You know, that's what we're noted for. We're noted for picking on people in the crowd.
Every show is different.
Every show is different because every crowd is different. But the material, now we've changed the show so many times. Now we have, a small orchestra now, which you never seen. You saw us at the Rio, I think.
Right. You have horns and.
Yep, horns, rhythm section. Everybody sings. Everybody participates. It's a great night out, And I realize that nobody does what we do anymore. There's nobody there's either singers or there's comedians, but nobody does it a culmination of all of those. Yeah. And that's what we do. My brother's stupid and silly, and I bring the music. Janine Valentine, who's our singer, is just extraordinary. Her vocals are amazing. And the band is great.
You got to mention Pete.
Oh man, there's
the only man I know less here than me.
I know. Peter O'Donnell is the backbone of the Scintas. He's the backbeat, and he's always there commenting. He's in between Joe and I. He finds his niche. And there's a lot of funny stuff that happens on our stage, and we're so blessed to have a place to do it now.
And you have such a large repertoire of music. I mean, the stuff you're sing, the genres, it just passes. You guys sing anything.
It really does. It starts from, literally, I opened the show with an old Sicilian song my grandpa taught me when I was on his lap, on the mandolin. And it goes from there all the way to Bruno Mars. And it's everything in between, Sinatra, Dean Martin. But we change it up every night, so it's never the same. Joe Cocker, Mick Jagger, of course, my brother does all those. Jerry Lewis, Ray Charles. I love bringing those characters because it lets even young people in the crowd know what made Vegas.
Are those people recognizable to the younger crowd?
They really are. I'm amazed because of YouTube, because of commercials today that can't find music today that fits to the heart. Right. So they'll either reuse something that was done years ago, which is great for guys like me. And it's just, we bring that to the people. Young people they don't know who George Burns is, but once they hear the message and the comedy of George Burns, which is a little risque, pretty risque now,
especially for God, right?
Yeah, he was great. Yeah. And it lets people know, that's what those guys did. Right. They could go home and YouTube George Burns and see what he did. Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Ray Charles, they could actually see what they did. And sometimes the kid will walk up to me and go, I saw him, I know who that is. And it's just, nobody's doing that anymore. And that's where we found our niche, bringing back to that eclectic crowd from 30 to 70 that really has nowhere to go to be entertained. Now they can come to the Plaza and see what we do.
And we should mention, you're at the Union Plaza, right?
Well, they don't call it the Union.
They don't call it the Union.
Only when my uncles were here.
Just the Plaza.
It used to be the Union.
Now it's the Union Plaza. Or the Plaza. The Plaza.
Plaza Hotel.
Where Oscar has his restaurant.
Right, Oscar's, yes.
Yeah, but you have, now you're going to be there several dates in February, every other weekend in March and April.
Yes, we're doing a residency,
May.
yeah. And it's 2 weekends a month right now because we did have obligations on tour around the nation, and I couldn't cancel those. So this worked out perfectly for us. And now we have a residency at the Plaza, and if it works out well as time passes, I'll start deleting those tours.
I remember when you first came to town, and you've been on the show before, I wish, Christian, we should have had the old video of Frank here. I mean, see how he aged. But,
Not well.
But you've been on a few times, and being from Buffalo, New York, coming into Vegas, and you brought like the whole family.
Yep.
And you sang together as a family. You had an incredible act. A very prominent run in Las Vegas. Chrissy was your sister, lead singer, very cute, beautiful, great voice.
Absolutely beautiful.
And then all of a sudden, tragedy hits. Right.
That was a traumatic time in our life, especially for my sister, because she is so talented and loves to sing so much. Her vocal cords just, they started to hemorrhage, and we didn't know for a long time. You get, as a singer, you get hoarse, you think, I got a sore throat, and it'll get better, but it didn't get better.
Does that happen to singers, basically, from using your voice too much?
Sometimes it's from using your voice, and Chrissy had no bad habits. Like, of course, me and Joe do.
They had them all.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Vitamin K on the rocks every night, Kettle One. Not every night. Yeah. Yes, it does happen. It happened to Celine. It happens to big stars a lot. Adele had a problem. Right. Chrissy had this issue where the vocal cords were hemorrhaging. We didn't know. She kept singing over it and singing over it. Finally, they were so bad, we took her to the Cleveland Clinic where they corrected it. But now the larynx won't support the cords. And, God willing, only God knows now, because the doctors have done all they can do. Her voice is still beautiful. She gets through half a song, and it just kind of like turns the switch.
Is this more prominent in Las Vegas?
I don't know. It is very dry here. It does happen because when you live back east in Buffalo, in the summer it's 80 degrees with 90% humidity, and you always have that humidity to clear your voice. It is when you first move here, it's a bear because you get that Vegas voice, they call it. And but no, it isn't prominent anymore. There's so much growth here now that it isn't like desert anymore, really.
Everybody brought the humidity from somewhere else.
They brought it from Cleveland.
Do we have video of Frank?
They showed a little.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, not
I missed it.
Did you really?
I missed it.
You didn't miss it.
There was no sound?
There's a little bit.
Is there sound?
Yeah. There should be, yeah. We're probably talking over it.
How lucky can one get me?
Hold me now, my heart is aching until the dawn is breaking. You're everything I ever Oprah.
Oh, beautiful for spacious sky.
When you're putting your show together, what do you consider to be the differences between how you do it today and how you did it 15 years ago?
Well, you learn as you go along. When we started this, it was in a piano bar. Paul McGuire, color commentator for ESPN. You remember Paul
Sure,
McGuire?
yeah.
He was an ex-Buffalo Bill, had a little bar with a piano bar and 3 lights over our head. And he asked me to come in as a piano player. Mm-hmm. I said, I don't work alone, I work with my brother. Joe was moving to Hawaii or Florida. And my brother goes, I go, no, we work together. And my brother's going, no, and I said, yeah, we'll audition. We rehearsed 3 days in my dad's basement, went there on a Friday and Saturday. Within 6 months, you couldn't get in the place. So we never really planned a show. It just happened. Some guy'd be sitting at the piano bar talking, and of course we'd stop and destroy him. And no matter how big they were physically or who they knew, we destroyed them between Joe and I. Got in trouble once or twice, which I can't say on air. One of those guys. What did you say? And they're like, no, I didn't. I'm so sorry. I thought I was dead. But it was a lot different then. It was totally unscripted. Now the music is kind of set in a pace where, because you got a horn section, they're reading charts, everything goes in order. But the comedy in between that happens is what my favorite part of the show is. I love it. And I'm not an impressionist, as you saw. I'm really a caricaturist. I'll bring Dean Martin back or or George Burns back, you'll get the feeling of them. I'm not Bob Anderson, who did Sinatra. Did you see his show?
Multiple times.
Genius, dear friend.
Right.
His Sammy Davis, Tom Jones, Tony Bennett, Frank are the best anybody. Nobody compares. So I actually learned how to do Tom Jones watching Bob Anderson. Yes, I did. Where's camera? Which this one? He does his face like this. I love you, love. And I watched him.
It's the same as Steve Wynn.
It's perfect. It's right. But it's very different now. It's very it's really nice, man. And the flow, you learn to do the flow, the ups, the downs, the happy, the sad. All those things are in our show.
What time is your show?
7:30, Fridays and Saturdays. They can go to the Plaza website and see our whole schedule on there.
Right. Or you get the Facebook page, right, with your schedule?
Scintas Facebook, yes, Scintas Facebook, or the Scintas at the Scintas on Twitter. Please Twitter us. We check it every day. And it's just an honor to be here, man. And thank you for letting everybody know we're back in the fire.
Hey, it's my pleasure. It's such a great show. I mean, I'm doing our city a favor, letting them know you're here.
Thank you. I love it. And thanks to Oscar Goodman, it all happened. It was his
Oscar
fault.
put it together?
Oscar did. He's part of the team.
You're going to blame him for something else.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, his first job I ever had in Vegas was working for Oscar.
Really?
Yeah, 76. Anyway, hey, we have
Is that for the guys?
We have an incredible talent that's moved to Las Vegas all the way from Italy. You know a little bit about Italy, right?
I cannot wait to see her perform.
Yeah, I mean, she's known throughout Europe, and now she's living in Las Vegas. We'll be right back with Laura Trent. Time can change many things, but what doesn't change is our commitment to serve you. So if you've been injured in an accident, or if you need help in your Social Security or workers' comp case, we can get you the best possible result.
Enough said. Call Ed. EdBernstein.com.
Don't forget to catch Scintas over at the Plaza Hotel, downtown Las Vegas. Laura Trent is a renowned musician, vocalist, actress, I assume, from Europe.
Yes.
Recently moved to Las Vegas. Now,
yes.
I have some video of that you've done. I want to show everybody, our viewers, that first before we have a little chat. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Laura Trent.
Mother Nature put a spell on me. A married man shouldn't do the things we do, but why? Oh, I don't feel guilty when I'm close to you. This fever in me brings me to a better view. So why can't I fly like birds fly in the sky? Bees do what they have to do, and I just woke up to say good morning. Flowers bloom in May, trees bending will the shade, and I feel like making love with you. Heaven, can you hear me? Heaven, are you with me? Bye bye, dear loneliness, no room for you. This married man gives me what it takes to fly. So why can't I fly like birds fly in the sky? Bees do what they have to do, and I just woke up to say good morning.
Beautiful, beautiful song, Laura.
Good morning.
Now, you have a lot of videos, music videos you've done. And by the way, people can catch them on YouTube, right?
YouTube, iTunes, they can grab my record.
Just search Laura Trent.
Laura Trent. The last album is called All On Board. And it's a very introspective songwriting especially for women, you know, the way women look at life and react to everything, because there's a lot to react to.
And you write all your own music and
Yeah.
lyrics?
This last album, I produced it by myself.
Oh, you do the whole thing?
Yeah, I did it all.
And how about the videos? You direct those also?
No, I had help from that. You know, I write music, I write songs. Sometimes I sing, and when I do it, I gotta concentrate really, really a lot, and not in the videos. But I like the stories they put up, you know, like Birds Fly. You know, it's a love story, and the last thing you know, he's married.
Right. So the story is that she has a lot. She's having a love affair. Falls in love with this guy.
Yeah,
Right.
and actually, from this side here, there's nothing wrong with it, because you know, it's true love. It's not always, you know, like talking about cheating and stuff like that.
Right.
It's true love. When a woman falls in love, she falls in love. You know.
And then at the end, she finds out that he's.
And at the end of the
he's
story, you see
married
that
and-
he's married, and that's it.
And she throws that little locket with his photograph. away.
Yeah, with his.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but now you're in Las Vegas. I mean,
Yes.
you've spent most of your career touring
Yes.
Europe and I guess a little bit of Las Vegas years ago. But now
Years ago, yeah.
you're back and
My record
and-
label is from Vegas,
Right.
XTC Records.
But you're creating a residence here, right?
Yes,
You're living
I am.
here,
I'm back,
right?
and it's to stay. You know.
Right. And I see that you have brought your guitar.
I did. By the way, I'm going to be putting up a show pretty soon.
You're working on a new show. That's
Yes,
terrific.
and I really hope pretty soon to be on the Strip. Who knows? Maybe with Frank.
With, Frank Scinta. I should say, Frank, has performed for years with his sister, and you've performed with your brother at times as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, my brother.
Yeah.
He's a great artist. Yeah.
Okay, so.
He uses makeup better than me, though. I'm just joking.
Yeah, he does Elvis.
Yeah, he
That's why he
does.
puts the makeup on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before I sing a song, do you mind singing with me?
I don't want to ruin that.
Why not? You know why? Because I have a hard time remembering the words of
The words? Okay.
You want to try it?
Here,
Okay.
I'll write the words down for
Okay.
you. Okay.
I think you know this song.
Okay.
Imagine there's no heaven.
I'll join in later.
It's easy if you try.
No hell.
Below us,
I got a word in. Above us.
only skies. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer,
But I'm not the only one.
Hey man, you're sexy.
I hope someday
You will
join us.
and the world
We'll
will
live as one.
live as one. Thank
Excellent.
you.
Great.
Wow, that is
Lennon would be proud.
Yeah, you know, he inspired me a lot.
Did he? I was going to ask you
Songwriting.
who did
Yeah,
inspire you.
Oh,
I
many.
mean, because you grew up in Italy.
Yes, I was born in Chicago,
Right.
and at a certain age, our parents decided to go back to Italy, and that's where I lived. I lived in Italy, writing songs for Italian artists, very well-known artists like Rita Pavone, Irene Grande. I worked with Vasco Rossi, and so I toured a lot.
Do you sing in Italian also?
Oh yeah, I do. I enjoy it.
Is it-
Oh, sole
Is there a difference? I mean, is it easier to sing in Italian or English?
Well, for me, it's easier to express for the expression. It's easier in English than in Italian, because you know English is very musical.
Really?
Yeah. I love you, I miss you,
what
birds
else can you
fly
say?
in the sky. If I had to say birds fly in the sky, gli uccelli volano nel cielo. That would be kind of,
Too many words. There's more words in it to express a thought in
Yes,
Italian.
yeah, that's it. That's. So while I was listening to Imagine, I was inspired, and I hope I remember it. It's a song that says I'm ready. The title is I'm ready, because I am ready, you know, to start all over again, because in life you're constantly starting. It always seems,
Reinventing,
So I'm here back to Vegas to sing I'm ready, I'm not staying, I'm ready to go. This is so. I'm healthy, I'm not crazy, I've got it all at once, I know it's gold. There's something down inside me, and I don't remember the words more, but I'm ready. I forgot the words even of my own song. And here we go. I'm ready to fly again. I'm ready to try. Yes, it's true. I'm gonna miss you.
You know, it's interesting. I just thought occurred to me. I know it's, you know, you have so many songs to sing. You know, forgetting words is one thing. In fact, oftentimes I remember seeing Sinatra, particularly in the later years, and he had all the words, you know, laid out
Written
in front.
down, yeah.
Written down, you know, in a crayon or whatever.
But
it's
only
the
when you're
crayon,
really, really famous, you can allow yourself to do
Yeah,
that.
but-
Everybody's expecting, no, you got to remember the songs.
But I wanted to ask you, what is more difficult to remember, the words to the song or the chords to the music?
You know, it's consequential. If you don't remember the words, you're concentrating on the words and your hands are slipping all over
Right.
the guitar and you start, you know.
Right.
But it's, the words are very important. Storytelling is very, very important because it's the message that you want to give out. And as I was saying, when you start all over, everything seems simple and easy, but actually it isn't. So it just comes out really, really light on a melody. I'm ready to fly again. I'm ready to glide. Yes, it's true. I'm gonna miss you.
Lovely. It's a great song.
In fact, it's one of the songs. This song here is one of them that, you know, when you got your own show up and you need, you know,
Right.
music, you want to get the audience standing up and stuff. And this is a mellow song, you know. It's something.
Emotes something else.
Yes.
Is these songs come to you quickly?
Sometimes yes. Usually yes. The first thing that comes to my mind is, you know, the central part of the song. I'm ready. Because you convince yourself in what you're going to do in life, you know.
Right. So the actual theme of the song or
Yeah.
the music part?
The theme, for me, it comes automatically, you know. It's like inspiring. Something just touches me, and I am, and I said, let's see what the chords are.
Okay.
So that's how it works.
Do you find yourself replicating the old songs or old chords?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
of course, I love them.
Yeah.
I grew up. I'm a great fan of Tina Turner, the Beatles, John Lennon, David Bowie, and in my show, they inspired me, and I like to show how they inspired me. You know.
So how did Tina Turner, for
Oh,
example, inspire
There's
you?
a song I have in the album that's called "That's Not Funny." You know, it's a very ironic song. You know, when you're living in a couple and your guy says, "Okay, the story's over," and I'm asking, "But did you pay the rent?" You know, like so, and then he just disappears and leaves you in a pile of papers to pay, paperwork, and
Did I do that with Tina?
and it's like, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny, honey. You left me stranded and dry. You took more than my money. That's not funny. So that's ironic, and you know, I like to write, you know, realistic stories.
Right.
It's not always about "I love you, please don't leave me," or in Europe I worked for a very big
emotional?
show. Yeah, I am.
They should think about writing a song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrote a song entitled Emily.
Right.
It's very important to me. It's to help stop violence against women.
Right.
Which in
Which
Italy,
is the video on YouTube, and I encourage people to, you know, Google
Check it out.
Laura Trent and watch Emily.
Emily,
Yeah.
yeah. And we did a great job, you know. It's musical theater with an actress, wonderful actress, Giorgia Ferrero, and a general of the Italian CSI, like, you know, the scientific part of it. And we put up this show, you know, to help understand, and my song was the track of the whole show. So I was very, very happy to do something, you know, in stopping violence against women. It's very important.
Yeah.
Here, we still have that problem, right? Where
Well,
is it?
I don't know.
No?
I mean,
Okay.
I still beat my kids all the time.
I made him.
No, I'm kidding. You can catch Laura Trent on YouTube,
Yes.
and she will be coming very, 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 very soon to a strip hotel near you. So, Laura Trent, remember that name. See you next week. I'm looking at, this is the camera I should be looking at. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Mother Nature put a spell on me. A married man shouldn't do the things we do, but why? Oh, I don't feel guilty when I'm close to you. There's fever in me, brings me to a better view. So why can't I fly like birds?
Accidents are never planned. That's why we created the Ed Bernstein Free Accident Fund.